Dirk Bentley, what was I thinking? On B105, the Northland's number one for New Country. And good morning. Welcome to Thursday, September 12th.
Good morning.
I always have to do that to make sure I know what day it is. Starting off right, that's what we're doing.
Yep.
Right.
It is good to know what day it is.
Yeah, another warm one today, though. So weather's going to be nice. Enjoying this, milking it up.
Soak it in.
Milking it up, soaking it in. Running out of moonlight, that's Randy Hauser on B105, the Northland's number one for New Country. And we have the B105 Buzz brought to you by East Central Energy, member-owned, homegrown, community-focused since 1936.
Can I start?
What's going on, Lauren?
Well, if you're a thief, you might not like this.
Oh, no.
If you are not, well, then it might not matter to you. But Walmart has secretly, or is in the process of updating their self-checkout security system. So basically, people probably go to the self-checkout and they pretend to scan a barcode to make it look like they're doing it, but then they just put it in, the bag or whatever so they can get it for free. And now they have new technology where you don't even need a barcode necessarily. It's still going to scan any item, and it also can scan multiple items at once. So like I said, if you're not a thief, it might not matter to you, but something to be aware of, and you can read more at b105country.com.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks for the information on that. And thieves, we're on to you.
Mm-hmm.
So this is something I can't remember when we were talking about it, but remember we were talking about A&Dubs. Oh, yeah, because we were talking about how the Dairy Queen down in Lake Nebagman might be losing its franchise.
Yep.
Right? And then we're talking about how A&Dubs, they were closed, and we're like, well, what, did they close? Bobby reached out to us and mentioned that it was because some medical issues that the owners were going through, and they've actually they're actually the beneficiaries for this year's Cruise for Cancer. So I looked up about it. You can search Cruise for Cancer on Facebook, find out more about that and ways to donate online and be a part of it, and that's a good thing. So thanks, Bobby, for letting us know about that.
Thank you, Bobby.
Passing the word along, Cruise for Cancer, and you just search for that, and you see it right there. So, and best wishes to them.
Well, thank you.
There you go. That's your B105 Buzz here on The Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. Just more. This is My Dirt on B105, the Northland's number one for New Country. And once again, reminder, B105 Cash Cow coming back on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Monday, 8:20 will be our first one. Your chance to win up to $30,000.
Yep, codes all day long. It works the same as always. And, never has $30,000 been so relevant because everything is expensive. So,
what I would do is I think I would plan out one weekend starting in January, going all the way through April, one weekend, long weekend on a tropical vacation every month.
Wow.
If I had $30,000. Because then you just get away from the winter for just a minute.
Right. I like it.
That's an idea. That's an idea. But you can do whatever you want with your $30,000.
We can't win, so.
We are not eligible to win.
No, we're not.
If we did, I'm pretty sure that we would end up in a terminate. John Party, Dirt on My Boots on B105, Northland's number one for New Country. It's Ken and Lauren, and we got Lauren's Country Lowdown.
Yes, so Darius Rucker, we have an update to the charges against him. Now, remember, in February of 2023, he was arrested in Tennessee. There's a lot of, stories out there about it, but basically he was charged with simple possession of a controlled substance. Mm-hmm. A few others. There's, a Tennessee vehicle registration law that he broke.
Didn't he have some weed on him? And then some...
there was it was something in a pill form.
The, whatever mushrooms are in the pill form, what do you call that? Placebo, I don't know. Yeah, but it's the stuff that mushroom, for magic mushrooms in pill form, basically.
Yeah, so he was in court on Tuesday. He pleaded no contest, and now he's been sentenced to 11 months and 29 days of probation, which is very specific. The last two of his charges were dismissed, and he put out a really nice statement, and he said, I just want to thank the Franklin Police Department and the Sheriff's Department for the respectful and professional manner that they treated me with during the process. And then it says Darius looks forward to serving his probation and then putting this all behind him. So,
what gets me about these kind of laws is the stuff that he has there is legal in a lot. It's legal in a lot of states. And Tennessee is they arrested the guy from Alabama for pot. And, Teddy Gentry's, I don't know who it was. I don't remember that happened last year or whatever. And it's that's what they're concerned about right now? Okay.
I don't know. I'm not the judge and the jury. I'm just telling the story. But yeah, I like how he handled that, and he's moving on. So that's good news. People's Choice Country Awards, those are coming up later this month, September 26th on NBC. Shania Twain's hosting. And this is like a newer award show, but they just announced 7 performers. Keith Urban, Kelsey Ballerini, Lady A, Parker McCollum, Warren Treaty. Miranda's going to perform. She's also getting the Country Icon Award. Kane Brown's going to perform. He's getting the Country Champion Award. And then we have our first round of presenters as well. Carly Pierce, Dan and Shay, Little Big Town, and then Nate Bargatze, which they always have one random person in there.
I love seeing him though on there.
Yeah, like he's great, but like that's just very random.
Well, he's a Tennessee kid. That's how he started as a comedian. Okay. He's from Tennessee.
All right, well, he's going to be there.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I like Nate Bargatze.
All right.
I didn't get to see him at the State Fair. A lot of people did. I heard it was a great show.
Yeah, it's like going to the State Fair is a commitment, you know?
Well, yeah, when you didn't get to go this year.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about me missing John Party. But anyways, you can read more about the award show, B105country.com. Russell Dickerson, last but not least, he's coming to Minneapolis next year. He just announced a tour. It's called the WrestleMania Tour. It's not wrestling, but it's a nice play on that. So he'll be here March 22nd. You can get the details on our concert calendar.
WrestleMania is when I'm trying to open a bag of chips in a movie theater.
Nice. Sorry. Nice.
WrestleMania. Something about truck on B105, Northlanders #1 for New Country. The Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. Coming up 7:10 Laugh Off. Mm-hmm. You won yesterday, didn't you?
I sure did.
Yeah, man, you've been on fire lately.
Thank you. Well,
Good for you.
It's not often, so I just got to ride the wave.
Well, you ride that wave like a pro surfer.
Thank you.
Right. That was kind of intense there. Anyway, 7:10 Laugh Off in a minute. Who else? What's going to come out of my mouth today? B105. B105 Breakfast Club, Ken and Lauren, 7:10 Laugh Off.
Okay, I won yesterday. I'm on a little bit of a roll, if you will. So I am going to start. This was sent in by one of our joke people. Shout out Melissa. What do you call a hippie's wife? Mississippi. Mississippi, but Mississippi.
See, if you said it the second way the first time, I would have got it.
Yeah, I don't need critiques.
Well. Lauren, what did the retired sailor say? Long time no see.
That was good.
Warm up one, good old sailor joke,
good. Can someone glue my deck of cards together? I just don't know how to deal with it. Nice, simple, funny joke. I say to myself.
Nice. I just got fired from my kitchen job for stealing. I thought it was worth a whisk.
Love a good whisk joke. There's a few out there that are pretty good, so.
Yeah. It's kind of easy to see that coming. Okay.
Ken, what do you call an easy lifestyle where you just eat a lot of Chinese food? Low maintenance. That sounds really good right now.
Lo mein? Mm-hmm. Man, I don't know. I don't know this week. You got it.
Well, I've been on several different websites. Some I'm not proud of to get these jokes, so I'm glad it's paying off.
Chinese food jokes websites?
Just like kids' websites.
Oh. That's the caliber we're at.
You gotta do what you gotta do,
yep. Right, okay. Well, 7:10 Laugh Off. I think you won the week.
I did.
Well, congratulations.
3-1. Yes!
Well, but who's keeping score?
Me.
Yeah, I know.
And I keep score when you win, too.
I know. Takeaway here is I never keep score. I was just rely on you. So you could lie to me all week and, every week and you would win. But
good to know.
Yeah, there you go. 7:10 Laugh Off. Brings your question up next. B105 Breakfast Club, Ken and Lauren. Here we go. 7:20, and we've got your brain teaser question.
So I know this is something you can relate to, Ken. That gives anybody a little hint here. So a new study says Minnesotans lose about 43 minutes of sleep a year because of this. What is it?
43 minutes, huh?
Yeah.
I'll give you a clue. When this happens on a Monday night, gosh, I hate this because you stay up late, finish watching it, and then you can be so upset you can't fall asleep. And it really shouldn't be like that.
Right.
But, new study says Minnesotans lose about 43 minutes of sleep each year because of this. Mm-hmm. Okay, 727B105.
It's something I don't have to worry about.
No, you don't, because you don't care about this.
I don't care. No.
Okay, well, good for you. You're a step ahead. 727B105, Luke Bryan. B105 Breakfast Club, Ken and Lauren, good morning. It's 7:24, and today we're going to get to a high of, I don't know, 72 only?
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday was hot.
That's great.
Well, yeah, compared to yesterday, though. Yesterday was hot.
Yeah,
it was like 84.
It was too hot. I mean, I like this third round of summer or whatever, but...
It's a warm one.
Yeah.
Okay, so your brain teaser question today. The average...
A new study says Minnesotans lose about 43 minutes of sleep each year because of this.
I'll let you handle it.
Yeah.
Okay, 727B105. A new study says Minnesotans lose about 43 minutes of sleep each year because of this.
Yep.
Okay, let's go to the phone and see what we got. Hi, B105, what do you think?
Is it Monday Night Football?
It's sports in general. Yeah.
Okay.
So that'll work, but yeah, Monday Night Football is the worst because, you watch the Vikings lose at like 11 o'clock and it's a tough pill to swallow,
Hard to fall asleep.
Waste your whole night.
Yeah, and I shouldn't care that much. I really shouldn't, but, it's just something happens.
You get your hopes up every time.
Okay to care. It's
every
okay to
year.
care, Ken.
Yeah, right. What's your name?
Yes. Emily.
Congratulations, you got you some Papa Murphy's, okay? You won't have to lose sleep over that.
Great. Sounds good.
Okay, there you go. Thank you for playing.
I have to just say, Wisconsin, because, Green Bay Packers, all that, they lose 58 minutes of sleep.
They lose more sleep?
They do, and then on average, it's 62 minutes across the nation. That is the average, so.
This is just for all sports, though.
Yeah, all
Not
sports.
Not just football.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
What other sports are as stressful as football, though, like basketball?
Playoffs, any playoffs.
Okay.
Hockey,
true.
Twins.
That's true.
Anytime you're in the playoffs. Then it's when it matters. You're getting close to the playoffs. That's when I start to really get amped up.
Have the Twins ever let you down as much as the Vikings?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I guess I don't know.
I feel like the Vikings hit harder when there's a loss.
See, the problem with the Twins, we don't need to. They lose to the Yankees like the first round of the playoffs every year, so there's really never a shot.
Right.
It doesn't feel like there's a shot. You know what I mean?
So you don't get your hopes up yet.
Right. And the Timberwolves, they got I was kind of like on the Timberwolves train for a while, and then they lost. And I was like, okay.
Well, it's a new season, I think.
It's a new year, like we say every year. Okay.
Could be the year.
Yeah. Weather's coming up next year on B105. Derek Spenley, drunk on a plane on B105. It is Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren at 7:39, and today going to be about 72. Sun shining this morning, and we've already got some leaves starting to change a little bit.
We sure do. So, excuse me, I have a friend. One of my best friends is coming the first weekend of October, so I think we'll be good, right? With the leaves and everything?
Yeah, I think you'll be okay.
This is not the same friend that always tries to see the colors and
fails. Like late November, and like the leaves are already gone, buddy.
Right. Yeah. But anyway, so she's coming, and she's big on fall, so I want to take her to see the fall colors where it's going to like blow her away, right? But time is very limited. So I put this up on Facebook. I want to know where the best places to see the fall colors are. Lots of good ones. Angie said Lutsen at the Overlook. However, I feel like that might be
it's a drive.
A little bit of a drive.
Yeah.
Ely Peak, that's a good one. Jay Cook, that's also a good one.
I didn't know. I learned something new on this one. A couple people put on there the Gordon Fire Tower. And I didn't realize there was a fire tower in Gordon. There's actually a page for it, too, on Facebook.
Why do I randomly know that? Is that the one that they turned into an Airbnb or something?
Well, I do see they have an Airbnb on there.
Yeah, that might be
I don't know if that's for staying or if that's just for information because it doesn't look like you could stay in it. But they say join us every other Sunday, May through October, 1 to 4 for Fire Tower Sundays. So they're going to. So October 13th. Well, they're not going to be there. Yeah. So
that's out.
But that looks like really fun.
Yeah, that looks really fun. And then Kimberly said Pattison Park. So
yeah, Pattison Park. Have you ever been there?
I think I've been there once or twice.
Wisconsin's tallest waterfall.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that does sound really cool. So we got some good ones here.
You could do a hybrid. So if she's going to be coming in for like a day, you could go to Pattison State Park because I don't really. You can take that in like a couple hours.
Right. Well, she'll be here for more than a day, but we don't have multiple days to go to multiple places. You know.
But I'm just saying, if you go to there on your way back, another good spot is on Highway 23, right above the Wabagon. You go up the, I don't know, we call that a mountain or hill or whatever, and I think is it the is it a veteran? It's like they have a veterans overlook or something like that. Scenic overlook. That's a very beautiful spot too. So, but then you do the St. Louis River, like Samantha said. That's a beautiful spot as well. I mean, you don't have to go far around here to find trees.
That's true.
That's
very true. I just want something because it took me forever to convince her to come visit at this time of the year because she's like worried it's going to be so cold, even though it's actually still really warm. So I just want her to be like, look what I've been missing, all of these amazing fall colors. So I got to choose the spot,
We're going to get 2 feet of snow on the day she shows up.
Yeah. Let's not say that because then she might not be my friend. But if anybody has any other ideas or, any of the places we mentioned that you think stands above all, let us know because I got to make this decision. I got to make an itinerary.
You go to Spirit Mountain?
That's a good idea.
Alpine coaster.
Oh, I've never gone on the Alpine coaster, and I've always wanted to.
There you go, and then you see the fall colors, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hit us up. Let us know, 727-B105, or comment on our Facebook page there. And hopefully the fall colors will be vibrant, and she'll have a good time.
Watch them not even start turning yet.
No, they're already going. My leaves are already coming off.
All right.
B105, Breakfast Club, Ken and Lauren, and Lauren's Country Lowdown.
Okay, you know what makes me feel really old is watching the MTV VMAs, because, I don't really know a lot of the people on there,
Like who?
Well,
that's not Post Malone and Taylor Swift.
Yeah, Post Malone and Taylor Swift, obviously, but there's a lot of, and I don't really listen to pop music too much or, all the different kinds of music, rap music. I don't really listen to, but it's also just funny because their award shows are so different than country music award shows. But there were some country stars in attendance last night at the VMAs. Miranda Lambert, she was there as a presenter, and she wore matching outfits with her husband, Brendan.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
I think she was there because she's in New York this week. She has a new album coming out tomorrow, so she's been promoting that and whatnot. And also Jelly Roll and Morgan Wallen, they were nominated. Shabuzi was there. He was nominated. And he has a lot of fans. A lot of artists were telling him and going up to him that they loved him and everything. So love to see him, and you can see all the photos, b105country.com. But yeah, always some very interesting looks,
Yeah, well, Taylor Swift wearing this plaid whatever thing.
Yeah.
But she talked about Travis Kelce in her speech.
She did. She gave him a shout out.
That one person was my boyfriend Travis. Everything that man touches turns to happiness and fun, she said. So I want to thank him for adding that to her shoot.
Yeah.
So always remember that. Well, that's very cool.
She also, and this is so irrelevant, but she changed into a second dress that had a UFO, flying saucer. And I was like, I love that.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
It's very Ken's Weird News. It's giving Ken's Weird News. So absolutely
maybe she and I are kindred spirits.
Yeah, maybe. Lots in common there. So Post Malone, he won a few awards with her because they have that collaboration, and I kind of forgot they did that collaboration because obviously Posty has released his country album and everything, and
so much has happened since then. Yeah.
So speaking of Post Malone, he is a big fan of country music in general, and he just shared a photo of himself on stage, and he was wearing a Luke Combs shirt.
Oh, cool.
Well, Luke shared it to his story, and he was like, love the shirt, but that's bootleg. That's not actually my merch.
Oh.
So it's kind of funny. It does look bootleg. It doesn't look like... It had a picture of Luke, and then at the top it said Combs, and then on the bottom it said Beer Never Broke My Heart. And he's like, love your shirt, but yeah, that's not actually my merch. So...
That's funny.
Thought that was funny. You can see that, b105country.com. And then last but not least, Megan Maroney. She is the latest star to have something thrown at her. So she was sitting down singing a ballad. Somebody threw a hat at her. She kept singing. She looked really annoyed. And then I guess the man in the audience who threw it at her kept getting more drunk and obnoxious. So during one of her songs, she flipped him the bird, and then she got kicked out. And she did also weigh in on one of, somebody posted a TikTok of it, and she was like, a guy threw a hat at me. It really scared me. She said, I gave him the finger, and I kicked him out.
Right.
So
I don't understand. You spend all this money to go to a concert, and then you get drunk, and then you act like an idiot and get kicked out. Why?
I know.
I don't understand.
And
that.
especially she was singing a ballad. That's not the time. Don't throw anything, but yeah.
All right. 7:52, B105. Thank you, Lauren's Country Look. Luke Bryan, play it again on B105. It is the Breakfast Club with Ken and Lauren. So this is, I want your opinion on this. This is an actual story that's happening. It's got to be good because it's from the Mirror.
Okay. Yeah, totally reputable.
I don't know. What do you think about this? Distressed mom can't tell her twins apart after hospital mix-up.
Okay, I always wonder this because
How much often does he think this happens?
I mean, even if it's like identical twins, there's always usually one thing that you can tell apart, but as a baby, probably not, right?
I don't know, right?
I would do the same thing. How do you figure it out, though?
Well, that's the problem. So the woman said she had her, they call it a consultant or whatever, that's, I don't know, our baby birthing coach, whatever, came in and said that they grabbed the wrong baby first. So the wrong baby came out first, and because the baby's out, Delilah, the second baby out is Azalea or whatever. But she says that she named them while they were still in the womb. Baby A and baby B. A was Delilah, B was Azalea, presuming they would be born in that order. Well, then she had an emergency C-section, so now she doesn't know which kid is which. Does it really matter at that point?
Well, yeah, because you name them and you have a special bond with each one, but I guess, yeah, maybe it doesn't actually matter.
I don't know, but that's starting off confusing. I mean, at least they're her babies, and it's not like the baby, you hear about those baby swaps that happen
She's
by
also
accident.
probably tired and overwhelmed and...
Yeah. I remember, so this has been a long time now, 11 years since I was in the baby, what do you call it, baby section, birthing area at St. Luke's. And they had like a bunch of different things. Like you had tags on the mother, like wristbands, and then on the baby too. And then like if the baby was heading towards the door, or not the baby, but if someone was taking the baby, there was alarms that would go off. I mean, there's like legitimate protections put in place.
Right.
And and when I saw that, I was like, this really happens? We need to do this?
I mean...
It's wild.
Honestly, if I had twins, yeah, I'd put like a little bracelet on each one and then be like, this one is this one's this.
Well, there you go.
But then I'd panic that they...
Old Dominion one-man band on B105, Northlanders #1 for New Country. Give us a good story, Lauren. Send us off into our day.
Okay, so I want to give a little warning here. This story might be a little sensitive, but this is absolutely incredible, and it's making national news just because it is such a heartwarming story. It ends in a heartwarming way. So John Bon Jovi is our angel today. He was in Nashville. He was actually filming a music video right near Broadway, right?
Okay.
And he noticed while he was filming this video that there was somebody that had climbed over the railing of a pedestrian bridge and appeared to be thinking about jumping off the bridge. And John Bon Jovi was witnessing this whole thing.
Oh, my gosh.
And so he stopped what he was doing, and he walked right up to her, and they shared a moment. He talked to her, and he saved her life because she stepped back over the railing, and then they embraced, and this whole entire thing was caught on like security camera footage from nearby businesses and whatnot. And then the police department in the area said a shout out to John Bon Jovi and his team for helping a woman on the pedestrian bridge Tuesday night. He helped persuade her to come off the ledge over the Cumberland River to safety.
That's crazy.
That's an insane story.
Good for him.
Absolutely insane.
Well, I guess you got to have power, and because you'd be like, hey, not every day John Bon Jovi comes up to you. Maybe that's a sign.
Right.
Right? That you should, that things are going to be okay.
Right.
That's wild. Hopefully I wonder if she even knew who he was.
I mean, he is very, very famous. She probably did, right? I guess I'm just assuming.
I would think so, but, be surprised sometimes. But yeah, he just walked up to her. A lot of other people around there, too, not even really paying attention. And then he takes the time out to do that. That's amazing. Yeah. He always helped out. He also has doesn't he have like a kitchen or something in New York, or like a restaurant where you come in and you pay what you can. If you can't pay, then, it's okay. Yeah. He's got he's a very charitable person. So that's cool.
Amazing. Yeah. Amazing story.
Right. Well, cool. Get more beer money on B105, Northlanders #1 for New Country. So if you won $30,000 at the B105 cash cow, you could buy 1,579 30 packs of Busch Light. How about that for beer money?
Wow.
I did the math.
How many White Claws?
Put you
on the spot.
Well, I mean, it depends on what the price is. Let's say it's they're about $17.99 maybe. So that would give you about $1,600.
$17.99
for a 12-pack. That's not a bad price. Sometimes you get them on.
Inflation.
Sometimes you can get them for $13.99. They're on sale. Like I saw them at Keyport the other day. That would give you 2,144 12 packs.
That's a lot.
That's a premium.
Does anybody need that much?
I heard prices are going up on them too soon.
That's not surprising.
Well, anyway, You can do whatever you want with $30,000. I would not suggest it all. Getting you home on B105, Northland's #1 for New Country, and you can listen while you work. Coming up next, Workday Kickoff continues. Joe Danger's coming in, and we'll see you again here tomorrow on B105 for Friday edition.